Hey everyone, let's unbox and take a look at Peely Bone by LEGO Fortnite. This is set number 77072, contains 1,414 bricks, retails for $99.99, and the set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. So thank you, LEGO, for sending this to me. So here we have Peely Bones. I think the reason why is because he's partially been peeled and we see bones. And honestly, this doesn't look like an exciting build, but we don't know yet. Here is the back of the box, and roughly he stands 36 centimeters tall, or roughly 14 inches. So that's not too bad, probably right about there, or this could be the height of him. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this build. Well, we're going to go ahead, unbox this, and see what kind of contents are inside the box. Well, despite the size of this box, we got thumb pusher things, so let's pull this open here. Here we go. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, wow, it's got paper bags, so we won't know what we're getting. Anything else lurking in the bottom of that box? Okay. Well, we obviously know there's 7 bags, and my goodness, let me turn down the brightness on that. Yes, this is sloppy filming at its finest, but you know what? Why not? Well, we know there's 15. So I'm assuming these are probably already individually packaged. Oh, found a 6. I'm going to keep 15 right here just so I'll know. I found the 9. No, don't be crowding. Everybody will get a turn. Well, that's the important one right there. And that's it. And if that's really all the stickers that I have to worry about, that's not too bad. And this thing still looks too bright. Alright, well, there we are right there. Yeah, I mean, how does it tell us how many bags there are? Oh no, but it talks about this. So we'll have to go through this on the second channel. Alright. And it just jumps right into bag 1. So it doesn't give us a list of bags, so I'm assuming there's only 15 of these. So when I build this, I'm probably going to divide this down into 3 installments. But yeah, I mean, I think I can survive through that. Well, I'm going to head to my second channel, construct the set, come back, and take a look at Peely Bone. Here we have Peely Bone all assembled, and it is a unique build. It does stand 14 inches or 36 centimeters tall, and this is essentially what you are getting is a display piece. The plaque down here is printed, which is really cool. I like that. There's only 1 sticker, as we saw with the unboxing. And don't worry, we'll take a close-up tour of everything in a bit. So we have ourselves a projectile launcher and then some kind of banana thing. I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe to hammer the nails into the workbench. So maybe he's a carpenter, we don't know. We have this backpack in the back. I think that's what that is with bananas, so he's got an extra supply here. And ribs and bones and all sorts of stuff. So part of this looks fun, and the other part, well, yeah, it looks something like you see in your nightmares or in Halloween or something like that. You know, we even got the intestines in here just pouring out as well. Well, let's take a closer look at this creepy thing. Creepy is an understatement here. Here we have Peely Bone's face, and yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's a close-up of that rib cage, and that was not fun to put together. I had those fall off a few times. And those yucky intestines. Here's his banana club, or whatever this is. It looks more like a hammer. And these can detach from his hands. And that right there is printed. Pretty cool. Here's the living side of Peely Bone, especially with this right here. That's our projectile launcher. Now this can detach. It just detaches from right here. I'm not going to take that off because some of this stuff is a bit fragile and I don't want to have to put that back together again during the review. Here's this leg. From this side, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe we can make a full-size banana out of this. And there's that sticker on the top. Trying to get the glare off of it. Oh, there we go. That was the only sticker. Those are bananas on his backpacks. He's got an extra food supply. And despite how fragile this looks, it's pretty well secure on this base. I mean, this is creepy. Very creepy. Creepy indeed. Here are my thoughts. Let's begin with build quality, and for the most part, it's a very structurally sound build once it's assembled. This is meant to be a display piece, so you don't meant to play with this or anything like that. Except for a few pieces on the projectile launcher and the ribs, everything else is pretty much firmly attached. Now these can detach if you choose, but I wouldn't mess with this once it's done. And that leads to play value. It's meant to be just a shelf queen, a dust collector. That's all this is. It's just a memorabilia piece, nothing more. So it's meant to just sit on a shelf and look creepy. I wouldn't want to put this by my bed by any means, but for the most part, it is a nice display piece, but nothing more. There are also some good pieces for other creations. You can make a full version of this if you decide to use pieces from your own collection or make a full skeleton version. Lots of new snot methods in here, lots of new pieces. So this set's got a lot for new builds. So if you're looking for just a parts donor set, here you go. It's got a lot of unique pieces for this build. Build experience was also okay with the set. To me, it was average. I could not get into this build. For me, honestly, it was boring. It does have a lot of bright colors. It just wasn't my style of build. It's just too big, and I was putting it together, I was belly aching through the build. You know, you shouldn't feel like that about a Lego set, but this just was something I was not interested in building. It looks cool, but for my point of view, it's just not exciting. It was just an average build for me. Now, if you're looking for a collaborative build, this is not really a collaborative build. You're building part of this, you're building a section of this here, then you got to put it back together, then the accessories. Maybe you can get a helper, but as far as for two people to build simultaneously, I don't really see it happening with this set. This is meant to be a very lengthy solo build. And I noticed this set is rated for 18 years of age and up. Indeed, that is true. Even as a full-grown adult as myself, it was a bit of a challenge to put some things together. The instructions are very straightforward, but for a younger builder, this is going to be a challenge. So if you're looking for a challenge, here you go. If you're looking for something that's pretty creepy, this is the set for you. If you're looking for something more like a modular or a house or a restaurant, you may want to look somewhere else, but it's cool nonetheless. Now, my final score in the set is going to be an 8. Why? I had pieces fall off. If you're doing the projectile launcher, this thing here will come off. This right here, these ribs, they will fall off. And maybe a few other pieces in here. But for the most part, once it's built, as you can see, not too bad. If you're interested in LEGO Fortnite memorabilia, it's a nice display piece. But tell me what you think.